Yeah, yo, what's good, B? Yeah. Jasmar's podcast, Mac Anthony with the get. Yo, we about to upload this old Jasmar podcast we recently found. We thought we lost it. Uh it got Foxy Hot and Bboy. For those that don't know, me and Bboy had a feud that lasted some years. It kinda ended last year. When we finally met up, we kinda scrapped it out. You know what I mean? Now it ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? I just noticed, it's not to, say certain shit to him. He know not to say certain shit to me, and we mutual. You know what I mean? But this was at the height of that feud. Basically, to give you a little insight, I think y'all should check out the Live from Blackpool Millennium podcast that he uploaded. You know what I'm saying? This is around that time, and basically it was a lot of shit talking here and there, and this is the first and only podcast I've done while I've gotten physical with a guest, which is also what make this special. But like I said, I should have been uploaded the motherfucker, but we thought we lost the shit. We found it by just kind of rummaging through old files, you know what I'm saying, and we finally found this shit. So I definitely hope you enjoy it. Yo, this shit good as fuck, y'all. It's real good. I even think that it's another podcast. I don't know who did it. Oh yeah, it was Millennium. It was me, Foxy, and then B-Boy. That's a classic one too. I think you should listen to all the Millennium podcasts, including Live from Blackpool, and then the Millennium podcast with me and Foxy and B-Boy, and then this one, and watch the actual event where me and B-Boy scrapped, which is Summer Break 2017, I believe. It all ties in together and tells the story very well. So I'm gonna upload this oldie but goodie, oldie but new to you guys, cause what I'm saying, this y'all first time hearing it. Jasmar's podcast in the vault last year. Peep it out. Shit, I forgot to mention also Joat and Soup. You know what I'm saying? They got a part on it because the segment, the podcast with me, B-Boy, and Foxy is only 10 minutes and some change. You know what I mean? So I decided to add Joat and Soup talking about their high school experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like an hour long, so it's gonna be part one of that. Part two maybe will be uploaded tomorrow. And I hope you all niggas enjoy this shit. Peace. Yo, we in the building, and some real shoot shit about to happen. After getting into a little altercation, you know what I mean, a little argument with a fucking.
Damn.
You lucky she here.
Damn.
Yo. Jasmar's podcast. McCarthy in the building. Ain't going to sleep on this one. And we live and direct.
Hi, Mac Anthony.
What up, baby girl? What up, baby girl? Yo, don't be hugging on my girl like that. Yo, just give it this a friendly hug, yo. It's a fucking friendly hug.
Now. What have you even spoken?
Yo, get up out of here. Yo.
Tell me that because you come in here.
What you mean,
you're
yo?
Starting with my brother is what I mean.
Yo, he's over here on some. I'm all family. He's all family. He's all such and such and
What?
He's a buster. He's a buster.
Can he come in?
Roxanne. He can't come in. But if he with that woo woo shit, I'm gonna be on my rah rah. That's real.
Promise.
That's what it is. But as I was saying,
Davey.
this guest came in here. I mean, she started in 2005. You know what I mean? And she would have been a rookie if, Shadow didn't have a show. My opinion. You know what I mean? This is my girlfriend, one of the greatest ex-TV divas of all time. Foxy hot in this bitch.
Thank you so much.
Word. This do feel a little awkward though, but
I'll just look away.
Yeah, just stop spinning like that too, nigga.
I can't help it.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, what, man?
Yo, now we got another special guest in here, didn't invite him, but he want to invade the podcast. He needs some type of limelight in his life, I guess. You know what I mean? We rarely hear about his girl, that who he had the baby from. We rarely hear about that. You know what I mean?
She is out there. She is
out there. Oh, yo, Justin. This nigga plays sides too, yo. He plays sides too. Get David to be friends with him. He playing sides.
So blasted right now.
He playing sides right now, yo.
You need to take a chill pill.
He likes
definitely
sides.
needs to take a chill pill.
Yo, put your finger down. Put your finger down, B. Put your finger. Yo, man, yo niggas chill, yo. Yo niggas chill. Yo, it's him, yo. He's a buster. He's whack, yo. He's a bitch. He's a bitch, yo. Yo, anybody trying to get hit, yo.
That's all you're trying to get.
If I want to get hit, I want to slap you across the face. Yo. Shut your fat, sleepy ass up, Mac Anthony. Me now. Yo, fuck.
He's a sellout, man.
I'm a sellout.
That's exactly what you are. Anything just to get clicks.
I do anything just to get clicks.
Anything to get
Have
clicks.
Jasmar ever been a clickbait nigga?
That's what you look like right now.
How?
Because you're coming around here, you're starting something with someone who you supposedly said you don't have any beef with. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
You got a point, man. Whatever, yo. This interview is Foxy.
I thought that you
This interview is Foxy.
That's what I thought. But at the end of the day,
you don't even say dude like that, you damn rip off.
I do say dude.
Dude. Nigga sound like he threw up. Dude.
Would you guys just stop it,
yo,
please? He can't even have a podcast because he can't even have any bleeding order.
Bleeding order. You need to order yourself and keep your voice down, nigga.
Please.
I got neighbors, nigga.
They're gonna think it's a riot.
So shut up, nigga.
Yeah, don't tell me to shut up, man.
Well, be quiet, nigga.
Have some respect for another gentleman. Or do you not know how to be a gentleman yourself? See, that's the problem that I have with him.
Yo, he's still argumentative. He's still argumentative.
Let him do his show.
He's still argumentative. 4 minutes in, he's still argumentative. That's
another thing too. All you do is sit there on your stupid show and you look at the clock. It's 4:20 now. I'm out. Peace.
Fuck you, nigga. Them titties shaking, man. I'ma beat his ass, yo. Chabom. Jazz, man, where you going with the recorder? Where you at, yo? Where you at with yours?
Right,
where you at with yours?
Yo, want this? Yo, huh? What do you want then?
What that?
Huh? Let's get it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Would you guys stop it?
Oh, man, y'all need to break it up, yo, man. Stop it, man. Yo.
Stop it.
Yo, after a fight, we have now calmed ourselves.
Gosh.
Yo. Damn, Mac. Knock my fucking beanie off, man. Where the fuck's my beanie? Fuck your beanie, Mac. Nigga, you got my beanie on. Oh, here.
Goodness. I was only trying to help the situation.
Yo. Let's just move on. All right. Let's reconstruct ourselves, okay? Jasmar's podcast. This the second nigga I got into it with. But let's just move on, okay? Foxy, you came here in 05, you know what I mean? What can you say about it when you came in? I mean, give us a little history, your backstory before you came into XTV. Word. As I light up this J, let me hear
it. Excuse me. I'll just sit the microphone here. You should sit your microphone down.
Word.
Are you calm?
Yes, ma'am. As I said, Miss Foxy. Early life.
I don't like the way you're talking.
Yo. Get to it, broad. Yo, Jazz.
Get to it, broad. That's what your problem is, Jazz.
Yo. Now it's him, now it's you.
That's what your problem is.
Him.
You
What's
don't
up with y'all
respect
Blackpool
me.
niggas?
Blackpool?
Yeah. You from Blackpool, England, ain't you?
You know what?
Yo.
Every time I try to give you a chance, and every time I try to say that you're not,
what you talking about?
Not like that, you always prove me wrong.
Yo.
You're
get
full
off
of
that.
shit.
Yo,
who are all these people?
She trying to damage my ego. You need to look at yourself in the mirror. I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and it's a handsome man telling you, "Yo, just get to your
It's
story."
not about looks. It's about what's in your heart, and it's about how
And
you
in my
talk
heart,
to
I want to
people.
do the show.
If you're going to interview somebody, then you don't tell them, "Get with it, broad." Once you have some class and dignity, and ask.
I apologize,
I've never
Roxanne.
heard you speak to anyone else that way.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I forgive you, but I'm still mad at you because you know that you're wrong and you're trying to skip over.
I said okay. I'm bad. I'm a bad person, Roxanne. Is that what you want?
No one's calling you a bad person.
Well, what you want me to say?
I just want you to apologize to Bboy.
Hell no, I ain't apologizing to that maniac. Yo, he whacked out.
How is he a maniac when you just started with him talking about his daughter? He doesn't have.
Just said, where's his daughter at?
That has nothing to do with you, Jasmar.
But he had said he said he too busy taking care of his daughter, so he can't come back to XTV. So he was back in XTV, and I'm like, oh well, where's your daughter, nigga?
He never said that. When did he say that?
On that shoot he did, the podcast, one of them motherfuckers, probably the first one that Justin got, I think. He said some shit like that.
Jasmar.
Yo.
I'm going to roll this weed. I'm going to pretend that you're not acting like this right now.
Like what? Like not apologizing to that dude? I apologize to you. I was wrong, baby girl. But that nigga there? Nah. I feel like jumping off a rooftop. Man, sit your ass down. Sit down.
Oh my gosh. Before I started XTV...
Here, take the mic.
I wore motocross. That's right, and that's where I used to do a whole lot of tricks, but I wasn't really good at it. And that's why when I first did the thing with Yoki, that's why they put me there, because I was supposed to have like a different type of a image besides just being a dancer. I was supposed to be multifaceted, and that's the type of background that I have.
Jasmar scratching his dick. No, I'm not.
That's disgusting.
I'm getting my drawers up my dick. Go ahead.
You don't...
No.
What kind of a show is this? You have no manners.
The realest show of all time. I'm sorry.
You have no manners. I have to teach you etiquette.
Yo, probably. I'm a New York nigga, you know? East Coast.
Whatever. Anyway, that's what I was doing in the beginning. I was trying to break into XTV at the time because, you know, this is where I wanted to be, and I just felt like this was also something that I can do to also, you know, spread my wings. And don't look at me when I talk.
What's up with you now? You want to come down on me and all this different shit? Now you want me looking at you.
We established that this feels awkward.
Yo.
It feels awkward.
It do. Want to do it some other time then, Foxy?
I mean, we can do this, but...
Yeah. I think it's best to do it some other time.
Whatever then. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Fuck that. Come here, I mean. Yo, acting ass nigga got it. Just like me in my boxing career. This has been the most impossible day I ever had. Niggas stealing my money. I gotta wait till Thursday to get it back. Soccer moms, I still hate y'all. Yo. Jasmar podcast. Foxy, I apologize. You know what I mean? I humbly apologize from the heart. You know what I mean? I acted rude. You know what I'm saying? I need to tighten my game up. You know, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope this don't affect nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want it to affect nothing, cause I love you. Yo, I love you. And Bboy, yeah, you cool too, I guess. But you know, man, this is gonna be one of the big ones, one of the blitz. Yeah, you know, this podcast, this gonna make niggas want to step their game up. Shit, with the first person that's gonna be a part of this, what can I say? I mean, what can't be said? What can't be said? You know what I mean? He created this shit. You know what I mean? And first he thought it, Then he created it. It became its own entity, and through that, it inspired his brother, and as a result, both of them together are doing this thing called XTV, and the future holds so much. Know what I mean, with what they got coming out. So, in order to thank them for their contributions, I feel like the best way is to hear them tell their stories. You know what I mean? But a specific era, they both ninth grade year. I think they high school years. I think they're gonna talk about, but we probably gonna be all over the place. This might be one of them 8 minutes. You know what I mean? 8 minutes, 8 hour recordings. But we have Joat,
Easy.
Anthony Warren, and we have Tony B. They in the motherfucker. Yo, what's good with y'all, man? What's good, Joat?
I feel you, man. I understand where you're coming from. Life is hard for a grown man.
Exactly, yo. Like, yo, we played fucking Thieves when we was going through it, man. You know what I mean? We immediately played. We went to that shit. It's like, man, play Thieves. You know what I mean? We was gonna play this shit like the whole shift, cause it was hard today. But Suit, yeah, man. You saying some real words, and I'm making you say them. Yo, word. But we gonna talk about your ninth grade years. You know what I mean? Like I said, this probably gonna go all over the place. We supposed to talk about particularly that, but you know what I mean. This topic may be all over the place. Kind of like discussion was with Trunks, but Joat, okay, so you leave in 8th grade and you going into ninth grade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what's your thought process? Take us back.
I don't want to go to ninth grade. I remember 8th grade. Like,
Keep going.
oh well, I remember in 8th grade. I'm talking to myself now, but
That's just stuff on his own shit, yo.
like, won't you stay here and talk about what you was doing in 8th grade summer? But I guess I'll just wait till he comes back.
Go ahead, nigga. I'm sorry. I had to get them socks off. Them shit was hot. Go ahead.
All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, yeah, man. I remember at the end of 7th grade. This is how bad I didn't want to go to ninth grade. When 7th grade was over, I was afraid to go to 8th grade because I knew that it was gonna be my last time at Middleton, and that was it. And it was as epic as it could be. As great a finish, a closing chapter as any could be. And the year went by fast as hell, as it would when you having a good ass time and loving, life, and that's the Ellicott year still, we talking about here, 1998, and then summer of 1999, I believe, or the summer leading into my ninth grade year, once again, just an awesome summer. Steven and them playing, and everything was great. And I remember expressing to Perry or somebody, it was one day, it was having a good ass time, and I was just like, man, I don't want to go to ninth grade. I'm gonna miss my school. And I was wondering if anybody was gonna feel me. I think whoever I said that to, they felt where I was coming from. I guess, but I was looking for that to make me feel better, but it didn't. And yeah. Ninth grade came around, and the first day of school, I got dropped off by my mom, and
Their mom, ladies and gentlemen, not nobody else's. Not to be confused.
yeah, me and my brother's mom, not Jazz's.
Not related. Go ahead, though.
I hope you know. Anyways, yeah, I got dropped off in front of Hillsborough High School, right around the corner from Ellicott. Oh, no. Either I got dropped off, or I think I got dropped off on my first day. I don't think I walked for whatever reason. It was right there. But anyways, I seen Rashard. Like, he was the first person I seen. and he was just standing by the by the school there by the opening, and you know what I'm saying, I had like this smirk on my face, like, yes.
RJ.
Because, like I said, I did not want to go to ninth grade. And the first person I see is Rashard from the year before. And the year before, he is part of the reason why eighth grade was so great, because that's when we became real good friends. The first time I met him, we were sitting there talking about Sinbad and shit. He was telling me a bunch of Sinbad jokes. And, like, I was just fucking, like, you know, like when I really laughed, like, God, it was like one of them stomach laughs, you know, and you know, like the teachers, it was like a few people. It was probably like 14 people in the class. It's this after school, during the after school program, and we just over here in the cut, and everybody just kind of, you know, in their little groups and shit. And you know, with me and him, you know, we the only ones just laughing our ass off amongst each other, you know, just hysterically. And you know, Miss Simmons, Coach Simmons, one of the PE coaches, was saying like, she was saying like, "Dang, Anthony, I ain't never heard you laugh so much." And like, to me, you know, I was just like, to me, I was like, I always laugh, but you know, I was a quiet kid, so you know, I understood that from that perspective. You know, they ain't used to seeing me like that, but so yeah, so you know, that's a little quick story about him being the first person I seen. But you know, the first day of ninth grade was well, it was typical first day, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. In what way would you would you say it was typical first day? I mean, what you mean?
Well, I mean, for a new kid, you know, putting yourself in that perspective, and you know, just being brand new to something, you know, and not knowing nothing. To me, Hillsborough High School was so huge to me. You know, coming from Middleton, I knew Middleton like the back of my hand. I could run circles around Middleton, and you know, it became that way for Hillsborough later. But on the first day and like the first week, and like, you know what I'm saying, like everything just was like, cause I didn't know where nothing was, and it was like they had the alumni building and this building and that building, and really it's only 3 buildings, so you know, I'm so confusing about that. But I was kind of Steve-O when I was that age, you know what I'm saying? Like certain stuff I just didn't get. And so yeah, I remember in ninth grade, I was like, I had friends, but I was pretty much kind of a loner. Like I remember my first period class, cause remember I don't know nobody, and like everything big to me. I seen a couple people. I seen Alfred, you know, ha ha.
He died, didn't
he? No, Big D died. But I seen Mike. You know what I'm saying? They both recognized me. There's a whole 3 years that them passed since I done seen them. You know, from my 6th grade year at Middleton. They went to Middleton, and then they went on to go to Hillsborough later. And I caught up with all of them, the crew from that was the older kids from Middleton. They became the older kids at Hillsborough.
Can I just say this right now?
Mm-hmm.
Before I even get to my story, his high school experience so far already way better than what I'm about to say. But go ahead. Everybody hates Tony B shit, but go ahead. Damn. I'm sitting there like, what else happened? The whole time I'm like, oh yeah, I might eventually have to tell my story. I ain't really got shit to say, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, so we're talking about 9th grade. So yeah, the point I was just about to make, I'm trying not to be too long-winded.
No, do it.
I'm just coming. I'm coming up with shit.
Yeah.
I keep saying stuff, but my first period class was geography. No, it was U.S. history or American government or something like that. I think it was American government, which I ain't have no interest in at all. But I would sit out in front of the class. I get to school so early, and I used to be trying to be like Raven. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying I was a learner. I had like a jacket and shit, and my little raggedy ass jeans, and I'd just be sitting there. And then people, you know, like sometimes, you know, people would come up to me later on and be like, you know, how come you be looking so mean? But I thought that Raven looked cool, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to look like him, not knowing the impression that I was giving to people around me. But in that first period class is where I met that's where I met Brittany for the first time, and she looked like me. She looked mean to me. Like, what was crazy about 9th grade was that you was in classes with sometimes you was in classes with like people who was in higher grades than you. like it was mixed up. This person might be in 11th grade class, or a 12th grader, or they was all mixed sometimes. So like I didn't know what I was getting, and Brittany looked older. A lot of my peers from that year looked older than what they was, and I was, once I found out that they was my age, I was so surprised. Like this dude named Josh Campbell, he was just like he used to get all these girls, and on the very first day, he was popular as fuck. On the first day, like he was talking to people and social as hell. And I thought he was already there. I was like, yeah, he must have been here for all these years. But he was a freshman just like me, a person that's just like shy as fuck and scared and in this unfamiliar turf and nervous and insecure, and you know, but yeah. So that was Josh, and and Brittany. She sat right next to me in the American government.
Was your boy Josh like that in 8th grade?
Josh, he ain't go to school with us in 8th grade.
Okay.
I ain't know him. I like that's what I'm saying about it. That's what I thought, that Josh was already at Hillsborough. Yeah. So, and I don't know how me and Brittany became so tight. I don't know how. She asked for my phone number.
Y'all both was into wrestling though,
I guess we started talking about wrestling. I don't know how we exchanged numbers, but she had called. She called the phone one time, and some shit happened. Our mama had answered the phone, and she,
there's nobody else's, y'all.
And then Brittany, the first thing she said was, "Your mama's so nice." And she got a cousin. Brittany got a cousin named Ashley Jonasia, which I later met in life in 2003. They cousins. It's just ironic, and we became friends like that, sort of. And our mama answered the phone, and she said the exact same thing. Your mama's so nice. Yeah. So that's a little quick thing about. You can start on your 9th grade.
Man, yeah, and then you can just throw your little shit out there. It ain't interesting.
Yeah. Back and forth.
Well,
my brother think I hate everybody.
Yo, but yeah, same question, Soup. I mean, how was it? Well, I'm gonna say, my middle school year, 6th grade was the shit. Like I had a great years and a year in the 6th grade, and '01 was when shit started to get fucked up. That's 7th grade, and I just started missing school, and I always played "Don't Be a Menace" in South Central or whatever the fuck, and I would play that movie all the time. Skip school. I'm talking days. You know what I mean? And like probably show up one day. Like my thought process was, I gotta show up one day within a week so it doesn't have that much of an effect. You know what I mean? But shit, I used to like miss days like crazy watching Don't Be a Menace. And I think what made me wanna not go to school is just like how I felt. You know what I mean? I was shy, I was insecure, heavily. I was fat, and I didn't get like made fun of a lot or whatever the fuck. It just, when the shit happened, it just really fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? And I think what I lacked, at that age is like a proper figure to, show me, what I'm saying, like my strengths. Like I didn't know my strengths at that age. So and I was scared, you know what I mean, to learn what my strengths was. Some of that shit, I'll be real, it even affects me now, you know what I mean? Like I'm afraid to talk to people because like I noticed that when I try not to pinch a nerve, I always do. You know what I'm saying? When I try not to offend people, I always do. And it's like, and that's not me just thinking this shit. It always happen. Like when I'm on YouTube typing whatever the fuck or wherever I'm at, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that made you upset? That was offensive? And I sometimes sit there and ponder, why was that offensive to whoever? And I'm like, well, I'm not them, so I'll never understand why they find something that I was just, not even thinking like this is going to piss you off. Like, nah, I came from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And said what I said. So it's like, and I think dealing from that at my home, like me and my mom never really got along too good. I mean, we got along, but like it's just always been real love and hate type shit. You know what I mean? And I just shit. I was scared to say things to her because I was afraid she would get offended. You know, and it's like, if that's happening at home, I don't want to share how I feel with my own mother. Imagine how I'm going to be out in the world socializing. So, you know, it got so bad. Like I said, I'm at home playing Rainbow Six, WWF Attitude, and, you know, watching Don't Be a Menace. And it got so bad, me missing days, where my mom almost went to jail. The police read her rights at this big ass building, you know, because she was going to go to jail for me missing all these days. And, you know, eventually we got it worked out. I remember the lady had read this long ass speech about Antonio was a very nice person and all this other different shit, trying to defend for me so my mama didn't get put in cuffs. My guidance counselor, I forgot her name. She was fine as fuck to me at the time. But yeah, it was intense, you know, real intense. And I'm like, oh shit, real. And then, you know, I was like, that day shook me. I was scared, and my mom woke me up the next day. I know this ain't ninth grade, I'm sorry, but
it's leading to ninth grade.
Yeah, you know, but so I wake up like maybe this like 2 days later. She was like, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, what happened, mom? Because I'm still thinking she, you know, shook. Yeah, but she like, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, what? You going to Franklin Middle School? She, you know, and that's when I went to Franklin. The bus was gonna pick me up. And Franklin was a great experience, and I ain't want that shit to stop. Like that was.
Miss Logan was.
Yep, and she asked about you every day. She was always like, "How Anthony doing? I think about him all the time." She said that, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, tell him Miss Logan said, hey, tell him Miss Logan, okay, motherfucker, he said that. What you was doing to my brother? You know what I'm saying? And So like Franklin was just a good experience, you know what I'm saying? It was still those instances though, like where like I was just shy. I didn't talk to people. I didn't really have no friends. You know, that's why when my brother was telling his story about all the different people he met and all that other shit, like, you know, I'm sitting there like, damn, you know, like I can only think of 2 friends, you know what I'm saying, that I really mess with and we really can share certain stories or whatever with. You know what I mean?
Well, I was naming people that I knew. Like when I was talking about Josh Campbell, I mean, like I like, you know, he wasn't like tight like that. You know what I'm saying, with me, but like I was mostly just friends with Fowen, you know, and Brittany. But like it would be like they were once they branched off, and once the day proceeded, I was by myself throughout most of the day. You know what I'm saying? You might see me with Tyrell Swint.
You wouldn't see me with nobody though. And people used to come up to me because they didn't see me with nobody, and I'd just be so shy, so afraid because I'm thinking like, fuck. And I'm about to get to this one specific event of my 9th grade. I'm just gonna say it now. Like one time, you know, it was these white people, and they was like you're always sitting by yourself, always. And cause I was always by myself, to myself. You know what I mean? And I was like shaking. You know what I'm saying?
When they started talking to you?
Yeah, they was just talking to me, and then you know I had some orange on my hand, and you know. Damn, I'm sorry, man. It's just like, anyway, man, like I had this orange on my hand and like I was doing this shit, you know how I used to do, and like the orange got all on my face and shit, and then they were like, are you okay? You know, I'm like, yeah, and you know, I'm all like, cause I'm nervous talking to them, and then they was like, you want to sit somewhere else? And then, you know, I'm like, yeah, and then I sat back at the table where I was, and I was like really alone, you know what I'm saying? And that was 9th grade, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that type of shit be fucking with me. Because it's like, you know, like, man, my thing is this. You know, I just feel like I didn't ask to be here, dog. Like, I didn't ask to be on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why the fuck do I have to have so much experiences that's just, like, unnecessary to me? You know what I mean? Like, now I'm a lot better, and I can handle that situation a lot better. You know what I mean? But, like, what the fuck is, like, why did that happen if that situation ain't gonna repeat itself again? Just something harder that I'm gonna at least learn from. Like, that's all my experiences, you know? And
it's all in how you look at stuff, man. You know,
that's just kind of a fucked up memory for me, man. Like you know, I know me just saying that shit is just like, you know, like people don't really get it. But it's like it was fucked up. I felt bad as
No,
fuck. I
you
felt
felt
left
like
out.
you felt,
I
yeah,
felt stupid. I felt like,
yeah, you let yourself down.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's my opportunity to get in a good circle, big ass circle of friends. They had this dude, this dude. They kept naming people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this gonna be my experience. This gonna be it. I'm be able to go to dances and have a memory that I can share with kids. You
Yeah,
know, my
man,
kids
but
one day. And it's
the
like,
truth is,
fuck.
yeah, but dog, I mean, I don't know, man. Real life don't be like that. You know, it just don't be like that. Like I learned that in high school. You know, it's just like I ain't never go to no prom, no
I ain't even
homecoming.
talking about
I'm
no
just saying, like,
particular
just those
events.
experiences though. Those cliche, typical life experiences. Go
Listen,
to
is
school,
your
graduate.
experiences with Courtney Brown, them shits are epic.
To you,
No, look at it though, dog.
to
Like
you, that's what I'm
that's
saying. I said it's all in how you look at it. I don't see it that way, and I lived it. But to me, that shit wasn't all that. It was straight. But I was skipping school. I wish I was in school. In hindsight, to me, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked cool. You know what I'm saying? And you know we was popular, and I guess, but it didn't feel like that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel that way because I was missing so many days of school, and I understood that the more days I missed, the more credits. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have to make up for, and the more shit that I was, the more of a deficit I was putting myself in, and like for years, I would have dreams of being in school
it then being late.
and having like being late or having homework due. I remember one time because I used to skip school so much, like I used to skip certain classes, and it just got to a point. I just like because like when you're talking about high school, like it's plenty of regressing. You know, I think that that's just a time period where you go through things like that, like the most embarrassing moments of your entire
It was
life.
super
You know
embarrassing.
what I'm saying? And it's just like, I mean, sometimes you do be scarred for life from that shit, but you can't allow it to scar you. You know what I mean? It's like you said, you'll handle that shit 10 times, way different now. And at the end of the day, I just look at it like, I mean, I ain't you, and I can't say, but I just feel because I can relate, and I'm like, that, that probably just wasn't you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They just probably made you feel uncomfortable because it's like, and it ain't their fault, it ain't your fault. It's just like certain personalities just don't mesh,
Don't
even
clash.
when they trying
But
to.
you
It
see,
just don't work.
and that's kind of what I'm gonna lead to though. It's like, my personality is just it has always been just very unique for me. You know what I'm saying? And my brother, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? But like
tailor made.
it's just so weird though. It's like, the
That's
more
the
I get
beauty
older,
of that's
no,
the
no, let me
beauty
say
of it.
this. The whole thing of it is like, now that I've, had all these experiences, it's weird as fuck being alive. Like, it's weird as hell breathing. It's weird as hell talking about this shit. Because it's like, when I really look at it, I feel like I've been dead. You know what I'm saying? Still, even now, I feel dead. Like, I feel like, I just exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shit that I try to plan out and really do and really accomplish, like, damn, nothing gets done. You know what I mean? Only things like that's major that I can say is a success is like, project wise, the Cosby Show, my favorite shit ever. And and I conquered that. That's me. And of course, getting this job and shit, you know what I'm saying? And lasting 2 years, which is bizarre to me, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like, I'm talking about the shit that I truly plan out, and it's like, it shouldn't be no failure in this. This is perfect. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
this
hey,
is it.
that's what you say.
But at the end of the day, because I got to get back to the story though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, you know, um,
Don't nothing
I'm
turn out to
growing.
be.
I'm. It's just a lot going on, man. It's like it was a challenging day. Fuck, it was a challenging day, and as I was saying, going to eighth grade, you know what I'm saying? It was cause my mom always went to jail, or almost went to jail. Seventh grade, I went to Franklin Middle School, and I vowed not to miss no more days because I was actually having a good experience. It was actually fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, just dealing with them people, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. And Willie and shit, Fireline, he was there and all that shit. But it still was, that was fun. But
This was a
then
different school?
Franklin,
Yeah, oh, this still Franklin?
yeah,
8th grade?
Franklin, yep. And then from Franklin, no, actually Franklin was still 7th grade. You know what I mean? Cause they had they put me out of Memorial, it's the middle school I went to, and then they put me into Franklin because I was missing so many days. My mom almost got arrested, but so Franklin was a good experience. And I'm thinking, okay, this is it, 8th grade, and I got to move to Sly Middle School because
You got picked up by the bus?
yep. And he used to take me out there. We used to do XTV on the porch. And one time you made me laugh so hard where I was laughing that whole time. And I'm talking, I was crying. I don't know what you said. I think it was something that Tails did or some shit you said. But I had tears coming. I was fucked up. And I moved to the back of the bus because I ain't want them to see me. And I remember just going... and then just kind of like passing out on the back of the bus and just laughing all the way to school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck he said, but I remember that like for years, whatever it was funny for years, But and then of course this one time these two dudes argued. This when you didn't take me one time. These two dudes was arguing. You're full of shit. And it was in front of those two dudes' house, Peter. The Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
Ellicott Heat. But yeah.
Seminole Heights Heat.
Tampa Bay Heat. But anyway, so Sly Middle School was like the worst experience. How you was just saying how like you was so Steve-O. I was Steve-O little brother. Like, you know what I mean? They gave me the schedule. It was as stupid as it was so plain. It's like go to room 302 for whatever.
Yeah.
And I just sat there and like I don't know where 302 at, so I'm just gonna stand here until the bell ring and then tell somebody I don't know where to go. And so I missed and gotta understand I was afraid to talk to people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Anxiety. So I ain't let nobody know that I was confused or I didn't know where the fuck I was going. You know what I mean? Like I was just stupid. And then I missed like 8 classes. You know what I'm saying? And I started because I was just sitting in random people classes.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just sitting there like.
I don't know, but honestly, like that happened though. I mean,
but not even trying. Just like going into random people classes
But like the first kind of week of school being that hectic, it's just weird. And another thing I noticed about me, like, when I first went to Hillsborough.
Oh shit! I'm holding the mic.
It used to be a whole lot. Just sit it down.
Yeah, I keep.
It used to be a whole lot of people, and then like throughout the years, the hallways started to thin out.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers stopped going to school. Yeah.
And they all got their own reasons.
Yeah. And it's just crazy. Like high school was so different from middle school. It was so different. Middle school, dog. The teachers, like everybody was like it was like a family, dog. It really was. Like
it was like that for me in high school though.
High school wasn't like that. It's like it was probably like that for some people, but some motherfuckers got left out. Cause I wasn't like tight with no teachers.
Yo, let me just put this because this is some really exclusive shit. So let me just go, Jasmar's podcast. Word. Go ahead.
But yeah, I wasn't tight with no teachers, and there was some popular ass teachers. Like I just feel like certain people who I should have known, but I never reached out and met them. But it's like I said, I was Steve-O. Like, even with like doing sports and shit or trying different things, I didn't think to venture out. I just kept doing what I was doing. I wasn't playing with toys no more or nothing like that. I was still on the video games. Like 1999, that's probably like, the last time I was doing SIDE. Yeah. I was growing up.
But yes. Oh, you still going?
No, wait.
Oh. Put the mic down, Jazz. Okay. But, I ain't even touch on high school. But 8th grade. So, yeah, Sly Middle School was a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? like at one point it looked like it was gonna get good, but like you know what I'm saying, because I started to talk to people, started to dress out for PE a little bit, I think, and you know the teachers started appreciating me because they realized I wasn't like the rest of the class. The rest of the class was like loud and rowdy, you know what I mean, and I would just be quiet and do my work. You know what I mean? Only time I would ever get probably in a little bit of trouble is when I met Brandon. You know what I mean? And I'll never forget. It was crazy. Like he was just talking about wrestling, how he go to random people's house. He said he bought like video games for PlayStation 2, Xbox, and he said he'll just go to random people's house like, hey man, you got a PlayStation 2? Can I play this on it? And he said sometimes they'll say yes. So he didn't have no video game system, but he went to different people's houses just to play them shits. You know what I mean? Then he got cool with them, and he going over their house playing SmackDown versus Raw, whatever. I mean, no, Here Comes the Pain, whatever. And like that shit, cause I remember that shit just made me laugh, yeah. And it just made me like, RJ, a friend, and shit. We just like it was one of them days. He was just by himself. You know what I'm saying? And he just always was just cool to me. Like, I don't know, he's just cool. And I just go over to him. I'm like, Brandon, you like wrestling? And then shit from there, we just, shit, it was like we knew each other the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, the teachers ain't matter. Nobody mattered. You know what I'm saying? It was just me and him. We was close. We was cool. And then this is around the time where, like, Sly, I thought it was getting good and shit like that. But, you know, at home, because I was dealing with so much rejection, you know, at home, like, I think maybe I did lash out on my mom or my brother or whatever the fuck, you know, but some things that happened with my mom, I remember, like, you know, one time, and I think you laughed hard as fuck at this incident, but she had took me, we went to Dunkin' Donuts and it was raining, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, I ain't taking your fat ass to school. Like, we was always playing like this, how I was, and like, I thought we was just joking. She was like, I'll drop your fat ass off now, and you'll be in the rain and ain't taking you to school. And I'm like, do it then, Mom, because I thought we was just playing. She dropped me off, and then I'm like, and she drove off. And I'm like, I thought we was playing. And it was raining. And I had to walk all the way home in the rain, home. You know what I mean? And I missed that day of school. And it was like little shit like that. Like, I'm like, damn, I was wrong. Like, I thought, because truthfully, that period, I thought it was a joke. I thought we was playing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't. And I think I had to knock on the door. Either I had to knock on the door or climb through your window to get in. This is Temple Terrace. And like it's storming and shit. And so it's like, my thing is dealing with that type of shit with my mom and, you know, arguing and all that, like, shit, I guess it had an effect, you know what I'm saying, on me. And she called Sly Middle School and told them how, like, I was not like I was in school, and told them I was bad and all this other different shit and shit that day. And I didn't find that out till after I left school. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole day, like, you know, because it usually be, hey, Antonio here, and everybody happy and shit. You know what I mean? That's a cool Fat Albert shirt you got on, and all this good shit about me, you know?
And Franklin?
Yeah. No, this at Sly. This is when it started looking like it was getting good. And so I go in there, you know what I'm saying? And instead of it being that type of vibe, everybody was quiet and looking at me like mean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't get it. You know, I'm like, what I did wrong, you know? And then I just started to think about it, put the pieces together, like, did my mom call in and say I was bad at home? Like, what happened? And I just said it out of the blue. Like, we was going to pick you up at Hillsboro. And I just said it out of the blue. I'm like, Mom, did you call Sly and tell him something? And then she was like, yeah, I did. And if I did, so what? And I said, well, why did you tell them? So they can help you. You know what I mean? And, like, it's just little shit like that. You know what I mean? That's my childhood. You know what I'm saying? And then, shit, like, from there, Sly just got bad. But me and Brandon, we was still cool. We was always kicking it. But, you know, then, you know, 9th grade, and my thought process for 9th grade was just like, I don't give a fuck what happened in 9th grade. I'm just ready to get out of 8th, you know, because it wasn't a good feeling no more. And I definitely started missing days around that time. I started missing days.
I never understood how the hell you passed. How you got through school?
Me neither. Like to this day, like
I didn't pass.
Honestly, I'm supposed to be a dropout at this point. Like they supposed to.
They
like,
just like, oh yo, him too, let him go.
But you know what I do remember it's like when it would get to those last kind of days, sometimes I would like stay after school or do extra work. I do remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it would get close to the
Every
last
year,
days.
nigga.
Yeah, it was like that. Like I would do that shit. Especially I know we ain't on it yet,
I don't
but
believe
especially when I had when I was finna go to the 11th grade. I had did no, that was the 12th grade, I think. You know what I mean? Like I had just did a lot of work. I did a whole lot of catching up work, and like it was like I was serious. Like I wasn't playing games. I wasn't doing like TXG a lot. Like I was just trying to like get, you know what I'm saying, right and shit. And maybe, you know, but I mean I couldn't have did that shit every year because I would miss days, like you know, a lot. And they would call me to the office.
Just as many days as I used to miss.
Probably more. Probably more.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I was ready for ninth grade, and ninth grade came, and you know, the feeling was like just that average new school feeling. It's like, what's gonna happen? You know, what's what? And I seen Nick and Tobias. You know, they was in my class. You know, in my 8th grade year, and we was pretty cool. You know, we was all right, and I just kind of hung with them a little bit. You know what I mean? But then they got too weird for me, so it was like, damn, you know, man. Jasmar's podcast. Yo,
Oh shit!
I'm sorry, man. But like at first they was funny as fuck, and I used to laugh with them. But they did something one time. Well, Nick did. He put. That's me. Oh. He put a damn like shirt over his head like Beavis, and then he was like,
They probably was getting fucked up.
I don't know. You know what I mean? And that shit just wasn't funny to me. And shit, like, you know, like it ain't bashing them no, man. I ain't trying to insult them, but it was like, man, this ain't funny no more. You know? And I just couldn't. Shit, I ain't fit in with that. You know what I mean? And ninth grade just became like even worse. I already told you about the experience with the orange and shit. You know, and life at home was getting a whole lot worse. And it got so bad that, you know, my mom wanted me to go to a damn group home. And I'll never forget that day. Like, damn, what's the name? What's that guy name? I don't remember his name. It started with a T. He was Chinese. And he used to love that R. Kelly song. And I remember one time when we was on the van ride, the dude from the place, he made fun of him. He loved that shit, man. He be singing in his damn native tongues. I'm like, toing, 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 toing. That's funny. But yeah. And then I went there, man, to a group.
What grade was that? Ninth grade?
Ninth grade. Then, you know, I thought it was so bad. I wrote this crazy ass story. I still got it. And then I drew Frank. And then I drew a grave with me in it. And then I drew you, and you said, "Your fat ass is what you get. You dead, fat boy. Now you can't eat my food." And then I drew our mama. Huh? What you talking
That's what you drew that?
Yeah, I drew that.
Oh.
And then I drew our mama, and she was like, "You dead." And then Frank here said, "You stay dead." I just remember that shit. That was crazy.
That's why you was there, Sue. Get out of here.
Yeah. But Bloomingdale was a great experience, man. But I'm gonna pass it to my brother though, because I don't think he really. You.
No, I'm listening, man.
No, you went into your ninth grade year though.
Yep, yeah, that's my ninth grade year. I was just talking about just how it was, you know. Ninth grade though, man, I did a lot of skipping, dog. Like, I probably went to school. Like, I remember my first period was American government. Second period was reading. Then my third period was a science class, like biology.
I don't remember none of my shit.
Yeah, I had a teacher named Mr. Crawford. My second.
I remember Miss
teacher was named
Younglove,
Miss
Miss
Smith.
Michaels, and Miss
I
Mitchell.
remember all the years. Who I had for fourth period? Oh, motherfucking Miss Reese. I was in the class. That was like the fucking Dangerous Minds class. Yeah, Miss Reese class. That was language arts. So I had a reading class for second period. I used to understand it at the time. And then for fourth period, I had language arts.
and language arts was long, and that's the classroom that you was in, Jazz. We had classroom together, and Earl was in that class
I
too.
remember smoking, yo.
I remember, Miss Reese. That was her first time being a teacher. A lot of my years in school, I had a lot of first year teachers.
I only had one. My bad. I only had one first year teacher,
Miss
Miss
Reese.
Eisenman. Oh, when you go to 10th grade, yeah. Go ahead though.
And she was the one that was. She told this kid Maurice. Of course, he a nigga from Robo, so of course he sound like he bad. He's like, you better stop being bad, Maurice, or I'm gonna call you Dean. That was her. She was too sweet. That was her first year. That was her last year. She was.
I can't deal with these niggas.
She was finished. They ran her out. She's like, I'm not coming back. She's like, come on, Miss Reese, we like you. I don't think so.
I don't like you niggers.
Niggers are crazy.
Oh man.
So many people in that class. That was the crazy class. That class. It was the longest class of the day, because you go to that class around like 11, then you split for lunch. You know, one of the best parts of the day, of course. 3 cookies, or sometimes they break up the cookies and give you this big ass. You ask for crumbs, they give you this big ass chunks of cookies, M&M cookies, walnut fucking cookies.
We used to have to buy shit like that at my school. We used to have to buy them
sugar
shits.
cookies. Oh my god! You buy them at the little stand. They had Domino's, because they used to have that at Middleton. They did, but they brought that on later, and you know what I'm saying. So like we weren't really that used to it. It was kind of still new. And then you get to Hillsborough, and it was just like a staple, like you can have a cafeteria lunch, or you can get this lunch, or if you want, you can get both if you balling like that. But I never had that much money like that. Most of the time, I would just get free lunch, and I would hang with Jazz, because it was 3 lunch blocks. Some people used to skip class and be at all 3 lunches, like throughout the whole time that lunch was given, which is like a 3-hour period or something, like a long ass time during the day. You'll be in between classes and be on that. You went to Hillsborough,
yeah.
And everybody out there in his lunch. So that's how it was in that 4-period class.
My brother is the best at setting up scenes.
Yeah,
because I just seen it as you was explaining.
Yeah. You remember Miss Reese class was where you like say the cafeteria on this side, and then the yard is over here, and then you walk through like those double doors, and you go up those stairs, and like she down that hall, and she
but I ain't never been like
all. You ain't never been?
Nah, I ain't never been
went
over
through
there.
everywhere.
Nah, I ain't never been through. Like I only been in the building, like in the building of Hillsborough.
The main building.
Yeah,
that's it.
You
never went to the alumni hall.
Mm-mm. I mean, well, I did go
and
to
the field and the gym.
In the field and the gym. Oh yeah, I went to the gym, but like I went to cause they must have moved. No, listen, like they must have moved certain shit, cause
they
only
changed your classes.
Yeah.
Remember that? They would change like the first quarter or so, or like the first 9 months, or the first half of the year. Like you'll have this because I had American government, but I remember American government had changed to PE, and PE used to be my first period class.
Yeah, you used to do that.
They used to switch it up.
See, that tapped the shit out of him, but that's just like ugly ass memory to me. Cause I went to Hillsborough and my experience wasn't good.
Mine wasn't the greatest, but I just remember
you had the best moments from Hillsborough though. You told me yourself.
No, I mean it was great. Like 9th and I'm telling you about 9th.
You said 9th, 10th, and 11th.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I said 9th and 10th.
Damn, so me and you both had a good 9th and 10th.
And mostly 9th, but 9th and 10th. Like that was the most fun times, and that's because that's when I had most of my friends, and like that's when cause
Anthony Sleep.
Most of us that came from most of us had came from Middleton, and then we met Big Larry, but like most of us was from Middleton, and like as the years progressed, everybody just started to drop off. Even Fo had left.
Damn.
Even E had left. It got to a point he was gone.
Fo
went to Job Cole. He went to King.
And you was gonna go.
Big Larry was gone.
And you was gonna go to Job Cole with Fo. I got up out of that shit.
Jazz left. A lot of people was just gone. Even Walter Whitaker was gone. Walter out to Whitaker. He used to hang out with us because in ninth grade after school that was a joint. But I was just talking about that. I'm just see if I can remember. So because all this is important. We just gonna do ninth grade or we doing all high school?
We can do all high school, nigga.
Oh shit! Yeah, this gonna be our 8-hour podcast.
I told you.
It is. It's gonna take about 24 hours. Anyways, so my first period class in ninth grade, again was the fucking American government where I used to sit outside and try to be like Raven, so I'll be sitting outside of that door, you know, it's in the main building, in that main hallway, and you leave, and that's like the cafeteria in front of you, and you go down those steps.
Yeah.
Well, there are those steps. That one girl that was like, we the same size. She used to sit there with that same clique of girls, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they was just that clique throughout all the years. One girl was named Dion. She was the smallest one, and then that girl, she was big. I don't remember her name, Tabitha or something. And there was another girl that was real quiet. She was pretty, and she was big. And she was just the quiet one. She was like, y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? And Dion was like off the chain, and then the thing died. She was off the chain. But they be sitting right there. And, you know, and I'll just be sitting up there just kind of just taking in everything. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't big on like taking my own music, I guess, because I probably thought it was prohibited. Because I think at the time you wasn't allowed to wear like headphones through the halls and shit like that. Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't have had music. Or else, maybe my high school experience might have been better mentally. Like my morale would have been much better if I had music. But I just had that fucking intimidating ass scene with just like flurries of people, you know, walking through the halls. There was this girl in my class named Essence in that American government class, and she was just like a fine ass, pretty ass model looking, fucking like, she was black and she talked proper and she had like cat eyes, like hazel eyes, and man, you know, Tyrell Swint, he sat behind me, you know what I'm saying, the dude that looked like the dude from Nappy Roots.
Yeah, nigga, we hog wild. From that rooted titter.
Yeah, but
whatever you said.
We was like looking in between her legs, cause she, you know what I'm saying, like she had her legs open. She was wearing a skirt, and she was the one that told us, like, she was like, I have panties on, and we was like, and Swing like, yeah, we know. But, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like co-signing, yeah. Not really realizing, you know what I'm saying, like how I'm like making myself look, you know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of like our mama. I was just like play off of whoever I was with.
Bam!
Shaw Joat! I just back up whoever I'm with. You know, I was like that back then. But yeah, I got a lot of moments though, you know, and it was ninth grade years, but it was just mostly times that was like kind of that ain't even had nothing to do with school. It was just the time, you know? Because 1999 was the shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And
like,
2000.
Like music to me was real great those 2 years.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, and what years you was in those grades?
I was in school 9th grade and 10th grade.
Yeah.
04, 05.
04, 05.
And you know, just to go where I dropped off. That's one thing with me. I just want to say I'm always just story. Like I stopped at 9th grade. I stopped at Bloomingdale. You know what I mean? So I'm still there.
Yeah. It's just that I try to be that way too, but with me, it's because I'm too concentrated. I could break down everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I could take. Like I never feel like I done told you enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
But you know, Bloomingdale at first was crazy cause like, and I mean, I just never been around that type of, like when I first went to the school, from day one, catching the bus and looking at the people that got on it, the first people that truly intrigued me was the gothic like dudes, like was that whole vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't understand the culture until later, of course. But at the time, it was just like, damn, they dress how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was unique to me. You know what I'm saying? And, but shit, I had my anxiety and shit. And there was this white girl that was with that clique. You know what I'm saying? She had lived in this big ass house. Like, it was huge. It was like a mansion. You know what I mean? And she lived in the same neighborhood that the place was at. So she just said that, why don't you talk? I'm like, I don't know. And I just remember that. But like that's another thing. That's somebody I could have just, befriended and shit, but Bloomingdale just was a good experience overall. Like, I'm talking about me going to the Strawberry Festival, just the whole vibe. Like, it was more like it was oriented. I remember the teacher just came in there, like, just dancing, you know what I mean? And everybody dancing along with her. Like, this the first period. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, we just waking up. We all different kids that got our own little set of experiences, backstories. But shit, she was happy. You know what I mean? And we was happy that she was happy. And, like, she had some great energy. I don't remember her name, though, but I just like that. And shit, I don't know, man. Like what I felt like I truly loved about Bloomingdale is that I wasn't, like, learning the same shit. Like, I had, like, all these things, and they would tell you in a way you would get it. They wouldn't tell you, no, I gotta read this and I'm getting paid, bitch, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? They wouldn't teach it to you like that. They would teach it to you like, you know what I mean? I want you to get it. I want you to understand. And, that's where I got some of the, my education from, I can say, from Bloomingdale High School, because the teachers truly cared about their job. And, King High School, too, with Miss Mitchell. You know what I mean? And Miss Michaels and them,
So, like, how you transition from Hillsborough to King, though? I mean, no, wait. From King to Bloomingdale? Is that how it went?
Yeah.
Originally, you went to King?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went to Bloomingdale because of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you ain't talk about King.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I talked briefly about it. Like I told the Orange experience, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I told, Nick and, Tobias.
Okay.
At first we was friends. And we still friends, though. You know what I mean? It's like, I seen Tobias, like, in 2012, maybe. He was like, you done grown up. And it was just weird. So I was like, Tobias...
Maybe you done grown up.
Yeah, Tobias, like, he was just always that nigga, like to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he always had, like, cologne on and shit. And he used to... No homo. But that nigga used to smell good. And, like, I used to be like, what the fuck is he wearing? Because, like... And then he had, like, his cut. He always had a dope-ass haircut. Always. You know what I mean? And he just never was, like... You know what I mean? I was like, damn, what is he doing? And, like he looked well off. He looked paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and shit, he had it. Like, and then he used to rap. That's what happened. In 9th grade, we learned he could rap. And I remember, like, it started, he started to rap. This was at lunch. And he started to rap. It was like, because this was the big thing going on. He and this other guy. You know what I'm saying? That was just this old damn cliche black bad boy character. You know what I mean? It's like, and I remember he almost got into it with his white dude, Chris, that everybody almost be about to get into it with. He was like, hey, white boy, better watch your mouth around here. Movie ass, shut up. Rated R. And then, so yeah, but the whole time, he was like, man, Tobias, I know you can rap. And he was just saying, Tobias, you can rap. And then, shit, at lunch, he started rapping. And I noticed one girl come up to him. And I noticed another girl. And I noticed the clique of niggas came up. A clique of girls coming up. They was like, oh, you heard what that nigga said? And they was tripping. And, like, it started to be like that every day with him. Like, people just coming up, man, Tobias rap, man, rap. You know what I mean? He would just do shit randomly, And I watched that shit grow. Like, him just rapping randomly. And, like, people just, like, attracted to it. And even the teacher said, okay, class, if y'all are good, Tobias can rap after class. That was the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, damn, the teachers think you dope.
I hope y'all are good, because I want to hear that shit.
World star, nigga. Oh, free world star. I'm just saying, though, it was like that, though.
That's crazy.
And, yeah. And like, and I'm not even talking about my experience, but, like, I wonder how was that for him, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, me, Tobias, and Nick, like, even though, like not that we was, like, loners, but, like, we understood each other, you know what I'm saying? For a little while. But, of course, I broke off. I don't get this shit anymore. But, that's what was going on. But, as for me, though, Cause let's do the story about King.
No, you can continue with Bloomingdale.
Ooh, nah, I got some. Okay, this is what actually led me to go to Bloomingdale, led me to go to where I went to. I was in class, and you know, it was just one of them days. A bunch of girls looking at me like I'm this disgusting being. A lot of just like, what the fuck did I do? I just existed. You know what I mean? One of them days where everybody is a hater. You know what I mean? And you can't be thankful for life because you're around so much hate. So, the teacher told us, this was in class, because I wanted to talk to somebody about this. Like, I didn't, like, me and my brother didn't have the relationship we have now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. So, like, I couldn't go home and talk to him about this problem, because I remember around that time, you'll be, like, either too busy, you'll be with the grain, you'll do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And our mom, she'll be like, what? Can I rest? You know how she get. You know what I'm saying? It's all about her. Oh, shit. He's shooting on her. Jasmar's podcast. But anyway, so shit, you know, and just imagine all that happening every day. You get overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? So the teacher came and said, class, right? How you feel today? And of course, everybody right now, I feel, you know, magical. I feel this, you know, everybody trying to, you know, write good, long paragraphs about how they truly feel, you know. And me, on the other hand, I'm like, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? I felt horrible, and I don't know what else, but no, what I said at the end, that's what set everybody off. I said, I don't want to kill myself, but I really do want to die today. That's what I put. And I turned it in. No, because like you had the option to read it out loud to the class. Man, see what that is, man.
I hit him back later on. Go ahead.
But nah, everybody had an option to like say how they felt. You know what I'm saying? Like you could read it out, or if you wanted to keep it to yourself, you could keep it to yourself and then turn it in. You know what I mean? But I guess the people that read it out loud got extra credit or whatever it is. But me, shit, I ain't read mine out. I'm like, y'all want to know? You want to know how I truly feel? Here you go. This is how I feel. And
You
know,
gave it to the teacher?
Yeah. And it was just really just out of like, I'm tired of feeling like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like truly, that's how I felt. I felt like I wanted to die. Like, why am I living? It's boring. You know what I'm saying? Why do I got to keep living every day just to see a whole bunch of people that don't like me? You know what I mean? And my life at home wasn't the greatest and all these other different things. Like, why am I here? You know? And so, shoot. I gave that jump to, and like that really started like a whole lot of shit, I guess, that letter. Because I remember spending nights at Tread House with Uncle Marvin. I never did this on the podcast. Oh, shit. But I didn't bathe. You know what I'm saying? You know, this particular day in 03. And you know, I was spending the night with Trid and them, and Trid was saying she was gonna adopt me. She even know this story. Like, it's surprising my mom don't know, but Trid kept saying she was gonna adopt me, and I'm gonna take you away from your mama. You know what I'm saying? Cause like even she's seen it, like, you know. But it's like she was like, I'm gonna take you away from your mom. You're gonna live with me and Marvin. And I remember like this one particular day I was over at her house. And then I just didn't take a bath, you know what I mean? Uncle Marvin was sick. He wasn't like he used to be. And he came back. Why I didn't take a shower, though, or take a bath this night, is because I was playing the Above the Rim soundtrack, and I played Regulate like 8 times. It was my first time hearing the whole song. And when I first heard that shit, I'm just like, ooh. It was track 4. And I kept playing it, and I ain't thinking about time, I ain't thinking about showers, I'm thinking about regulating shit. And then he came back and he was like, you took your bath? And I was like, I forgot. And well, I guess that set Uncle Marvin off, and he infamously said, I need Trunks in here for this. I thought he was joking because I'm smiling the whole time, like, you know what I mean? Uncle Marvin.
He always playing.
Exactly, but he wasn't playing this time. He said, we ain't gonna have none of this around here. What you gonna do is you gonna get in the shower and you gonna wash your butt. Ain't nobody gonna be washing your big butt. And he left off. Talk about for you. What's for you? And then the next day, you know, I took no, like maybe Sunday or something. You know what I'm saying? He had like the little roll-on deodorant, the worst deodorant ever, the roller. And he had that deodorant for me because our mom didn't give me no deodorant, and that deodorant was musty as hell. And I said, under my breath, talk about.
What's for dick?
What? Oh God!
I took his shit. I took it personal. Yeah. That deodorant sucks. I just want to, right quick, you know, how you do your bad product placements. Don't get the roll deodorant, whatever the fuck it's called. It's the worst. The shit just musty. You just put in your damn arm with a ball. You know what I mean? And the ball just get musty from your stink ass musk. It don't smell good or nothing. It just smell like what you put on it.
It's having the opposite effect.
Exactly. Y'all this shit smelled like me yesterday. But yeah. So shit, like I was saying, it got real with that letter, and that's what sent me to Bloomingdale, and I hated life even more. You know what I mean? And I was gonna run away from that damn place, but I watched the documentary on UFOs, and that shit scared the fuck out
You
of me.
gonna run away from the children crisis?
Yeah, I was gonna run away from that group home.
The group home.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna run away. Our mama took me to Children's Crisis too. I forgot about that. Oh one. Crazy. I've been through a lot, huh? Damn. I got one hell of an experience, man.
Yeah, I ain't really got that much to say about ninth grade.
Yeah, but
Shit.
I'm talking about as far as like, you know what I'm saying, like classes in school, like you have more shit to say. You remember your reading classes. Like, I mean, you might not remember some of the, you know, stuff, but like you remember things, you know, like I can't remember what my first period class was. I remember my teacher, Miss Younglove. I remember Miss Michaels. I remember Miss Mitchell. We ain't get to 10th, but you know, I remember Miss Eisenman. Oh my God.
I just wonder what that mean about, like, you know, I just wonder what that mean. Because I know that, like, if I said this to, like, any of those classmates, they wouldn't remember that. But I wonder why I remember.
It had more of an impact, maybe. I don't know. Because, like, I'm one of them people that just, like, stare at shit. Like, if I was to stare, like, for instance, if I was to stare at my work schedule for this week, I would know this work schedule a week for years. Because, like, I'm always staring at it. And when I'm always, like, just kind of focused on something, and you know what I mean? It just come like second nature. Like, yeah, I was like 8 to 5, and then I was 4:30 to such and such. Like, I'm gonna remember that because like I keep looking at it, and maybe that's what happened with you. Maybe you just kept looking at, you know what I mean, reading, and you got so used to it. Your brain got so used to it, is what I'm trying to say.
I doubt it, dog. Like,
I mean, even though you missed them shits.
No, my whole life like that. Like, I remember shit. Like, if I tell you anything about anything, I can tell you exactly everything. You know what I'm saying? At, like, the way I seen it. Like, I could tell you anything. I could break down any year, really. But I know that my peers don't remember that. And I know that for a fact, because I tell people things all the time, and they say, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
But I don't never forget.
Q-Tip
I used to say that as a kid.
Q-Tip said that shit though. He was like, you know, he don't ever forget shit. He don't forget his child. He said he remember everything. And you know, I'm sitting there like, I wish I had that kind of memory. Like, cause shit, the stuff I forgot, the stuff people tell me about. Like, you can tell me some shit I did in 2014. I'm like, I did. You know, sometimes people be saying shit in my comments on my shit, and you know, telling me how this video first made them feel and shit. I'm like, really? You know, like, cause some of my shit that I've done. Like, understand, when I upload my shit, not that I don't like it, but I'm completely over it. Like, when I upload Tales, understand, I done seen Tales 100 times once I done uploaded it. And I don't want to see the shit no more, because this scene was frustrating, this scene is frustrating. Yes, it's finally complete, great. It's over with, it's uploaded, you can watch it, you know what I'm saying? So when I get comments, like when you were saying action in Orlando, I'm like, you know, that's why I was just like, yeah, you know, because I remember how rough it was, you know, working on it. During the process, maybe it wasn't too bad, but shit. It was like, once I was editing things, putting shit together, and hearing how I sounded on the announcing and all the other different things that went into it, it just felt like, man, whatever, you know. And I knew you was going to like it, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, at least he gonna like it, because I knew it. Like, I'm like, you love Killer, you love Trunks, you love Best. You know what I'm saying? But people, and I think everybody that like any project I do, dog. Cause like,
I love trunks and I love 80s.
you don't like Killer?
Yeah,
You lying?
he overrated.
Jasmar's podcast. But anyway, so man, Bloomingdale was just fun, dog. Like it felt like a good stepping stone. And when I came back home, like, cause I remember, cause my mom used to always pick me up from that place. You know what I'm saying? And then she had picked me up one time. She was like, "You ain't going back there." And it was the night you graduated. You know what I mean? And you got your GED. And she was like, you ain't going back there. And we went there, and it was like that was a good ass day, bro. Like she took me, she got me early. You know what I mean? I wasn't going back there. She said, "I'll get your clothes and stuff later," and she took me to the house, and I'm remembering the damn group home experience as I'm talking about this shit. Just all the shit that went down, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about the time that, I went there in that December in '03, and I got to visit y'all, and I was like, "Mom, was my behavior good?" Because I thought my behavior was going to be good. And then she was like, "Yeah, it was real good." But she told the other people I was bad, and I remember being confused. And then one time, what else happened? Oh yeah, I tried to write this long ass letter to her because I wanted to get out there, and I'm like, this letter gonna touch her enough, and she gonna want to get me out. And I remember I was like, "Yeah, Mom," with all that stuff I was saying, because we was having this moment, we both crying and shit. I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, with all that being said, can I come home?" No. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man. I spilled my heart out in that shit. I worked on that motherfucker in school, at the home, just writing big ass words like, ugly ass letters and shit. RJ, you stand there. Yep. Little shit like that.
Wait, I thought you was having a heart to heart with her?
Yeah, it was like a letter I had wrote to her. I'm like, "Mom, read
And
this."
And she was crying?
Yep. Because she had went out there. Frank was in rehab or wherever that place was, and we was going to see him. And I said, "Mom, while you out there, read this." From the heart. Right?
She probably made her cry for a different reason.
Exactly. I bet she feel that too. I bet she feel it.
It's like, you made me feel worse. They don't know you ain't coming back.
Mom, to real put on.
Our mom is sensitive, dog. Like, our mom,
overly sensitive.
but dog, like, the thing with our mom, like, the more and more I hear you talk, the more and more I understand what happened. And it was just like, you can't understand it because you had to go through it. And it's like, you can't go through it and get it at the same time. It takes an outsider looking in to understand the whole picture. But it's just like, you traumatized from so much of the shit that's what you see.
I'm hurt. It's hurt.
Yeah,
it's pain.
And you ain't wrong for that. You ain't wrong for that at all. Like, that's what you went through. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, our mama was fucked up too. And it's just like, it's just the result of pain and passed down pain. And I always just go back to, like, cause think about what grandma went through. Cause she is as far back as I can go, cause that's all known on history prior to grandma. But what I do know is that grandma, struggled, and then, like, all she could do is pass down the struggle and hold everything up with the best that she got. Like, she had a very limited education, and if you're a person that's got a very limited education, all you can do is pass down morals and teach, instill just like things that you picked up from learning from life. But that's it. You can just teach your offspring sensibility. And so what you got with Strid, you got Uncle Bud, Uncle Daryl, Auntie Diane, our mom, and Trina. And like, you see Trina like in her own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she got like little social, like, anxiety as well. You know what I'm saying? I just see it in certain, like, you know, in her tone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't always speak strong unless she, like, feel real comfortable with somebody. But if she not comfortable with somebody, you can tell because you can hear the shake in her voice, you know, a little. And, you know, even, like, you know, like the tears, like when she started to tear up, I think that's a sign of, like, anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I think it's been passed down. Like, you know what I'm saying? We both shared experiences of it. You know what I'm saying? It probably, you know, it's probably stronger, like, and you know, some of us than in others, but it's quite evident. And, you know, the point that I'm making with our mom is that it's like, cause I just think about Keisha, like how Keisha is, and like Keisha, like she just like kind of be always having something to say. And,
That's how that lady is at my job.
And our mom, like she was just like, it's just like, you know, females always in competition, and it's like our mom is kind of like the underdog, and it's just like when you think about just like how black women is. Like, you know, I think back to like Auntie Earlene and Chiffon. Like I told Chiffon happy birthday, she ain't even say nothing back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad about it, but it's just like the type of people that just think that they too good. And I just imagine our mama being around those type of people that thought that they was better than her. Cause our mama is just a plain Jane. She'll tell you herself that, you know what I'm saying, that's how she is. You know what I'm saying? And with this limited amount of, you know, knowledge passed down from grandma, you know, with all respect to her, and just, you know, being able to teach our mom's sensibility and show her the best way she know how, then our mom was that, you know, was that one that picked it up from grandma. You know, the boys in the family, you know, they had granddaddy, you know, they mostly picked up from him and his ways.
And we just got to really change.
But what I'm saying is
the cycle.
like yeah, and it's like our mom, she raised us the best way she knew how. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a result of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we was, and plus she had us at a young age. Like, she just a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really didn't know. Like, and one thing that stood out to me that you had said, like, you was like, why did you give them the letter? And then she said, so that they can help you. And she is the parent, but she don't know how to help you. She didn't know how to help me when I would come to her with my homework as a kid is supposed to, you know, and ask for help. But she would do the work for me because she don't know how to help me. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let them do it. You know what I'm saying? But she don't want to deal with it. And that's her struggle. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the result. That's what results when you don't have, like, you know, proper education, you know, in certain things. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like everybody got their own struggle. So it's like, all I'm trying to show is just the perspective that it's never really nobody's fault. It's just that, you know, bullshit begets bullshit.
But wow, yo, we gonna put an applause right there, yo. Definitely, we shall overcome, niggas. All right.
Yeah, man.
But yo, this is crazy. Y'all want to know
I knew we was gonna go there.
Yeah, man. I mean, life is real. Shit, real. I don't even know where to go after that, yo.
What grade we in now?
Yeah, we still in 9th grade, nigga. It's like, damn.
We can stay on 9th grade like for years. I'm telling you, dog.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, you know, like most of the craziest shit, like, you know, was happening, you know, at the place I was in, and, you know, I mean, 04, like, you know, like when our mom picked me up, that's what it was, graduation. We back now, y'all. But
no, but you was transitioning from
the
King to Bloomingdale. Oh, and now you out of there because I graduated.
Yeah.
And so you was back for good.
Yep, I was back for good, and our mom picked me up and said,
"What year was this? 04?
04. And date wherever you graduated, whenever you graduated.
November.
And this was like, you didn't graduate in November.
Yeah.
It was May when you walked the stage. I was there. Like I remember. Look, this is how it was. Okay. I don't know what this nigga talking about, but I remember it was May 14th. May 14th. And you know what I mean? Cause you graduated and you walked. You was at the fairgrounds, and this was a crazy ass day. Cause our mom just picked me up from that place, and I was like,
sure I was at USF.
No,
had green on.
Nope. You was at the fairgrounds. Cause I remember our mom was like, yeah, everybody here. There go grandma, and I ain't seen grandma up to this point. This shit hurt. But I ain't see grandma like before this. It was like a legend. Like, because they ain't seen her since like forever at this point. And then she was like, there go grandma. And I just kind of looked up and she had like maybe a pink shirt and some jeans or something. And she had that grandma smile. And I was like, grandma. And you got to understand, like, you know, I love my grandma, but I just always felt like we wasn't that close. Like, I felt like I didn't do my part. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing she did. It was me. You know what I mean? And, you know, my brother already said that crazy ass shit that he just said. That took us a while to come back from. You know what I mean? So just put that together and, you know, with that. But so it's like I was just happy to see it though. I was really happy to see it because I think maybe a little while after this, I went to Sean Washington house and he had all these different people there, like older people and shit. And cause that was the other group on Tact. That was the other group home I was gonna go to.
Oh yeah, Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Washington.
Yeah. The proper ass fucking.
The most proper black person.
Triple H music.
You wouldn't believe it. Like they house was like, y'all ain't niggas. You know what I'm saying? They was black, but they was like so not black.
Yeah. Will you please pass the champagne?
And like when I used to talk to him, he just used to just be so high in a way. He just used to be like, I remember, man. But let me tell you.
Cool,
and you know, yeah, like looking back, that's probably where Chad come from.
Chad?
Sean ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just dealing with him, you know what I mean? And like,
just a good ass boy.
Yeah,
man.
just a good person, you know what I mean? Just always good.
Like good butt.
I know, yeah, but a butt ass person. A butt ass person. But anyway.
Corrupt. Corrupted, I mean.
So he had dropped us off. This one time me and you got into a lame argument. It's like, I ain't gonna do TXG with you no more. I ain't gonna sides with you no more. I ain't gonna do sides with you no more. Alright. It was so lame.
Probably ain't do it for like 3 days.
Nah, probably less than that.
Yeah, half a day.
Doing it to you no more. I ain't talking to myself around you.
Can't help it.
So anyway, you know, I went there and, you know, it was just crazy. Like, we went to Orlando this one time, and this was just an adventure. Like, this was, like, fun. I had a lot of fun at that place. But then, you know, just seeing grandma, going back to graduation, I'm sorry. You know, it was just good. It was rewarding, you know, seeing you walk the stage and all that. Keisha was there. Keisha ain't like me at the time, I don't think.
Why don't you say that?
Because
she probably didn't like you, but it's
yeah,
like
cause of the
switch, cause she don't like me now, and she love you.
Cause I was bad though. I was bad. You know what I mean? I was bad with our mom and all that shit. So you know, the information got passed down. I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna look back on that one day. We're gonna hear this, and I'm gonna be like, I wonder why I thought she ain't like me.
She don't like me now. I'm in my 40s.
No, I think our relationship would be way better.
But anyway, so yeah, what happened?
Yeah, once you got back home and all of that.
Okay, so I got back home. Anthony graduated, and you know, now it was finna be 10th grade. And before I start on 10th grade, I wanna, you know, of course, let my brother go, cause he killing it. You know what I mean? Cause you done with 9th grade, right?
I'll never be done with 9th grade. Here, let me see here. I'm gonna put this here.
Jasmar. I can't help it.
Let me see. But you know, I mean, we can move past 9th grade though. That's no problem. I mean, you know,
if you want to touch on shit though.
Yeah, just to sum it up. You know, even though it's hard to, you know, but.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Jazz. Oh, like just hit the stop button though.
Word.
You should just start a new one.